Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Clappy here, and as a follow-up to the gracious 7K views I got when I mapped this first, I'm going to be mapping speaker Knockerz again, but this time, I'm coming with that heat. Neither here nor there. Let's get back to the show. All right, so over my days of mapping, I've learned a lot. So now, you might look at the previous speaker Knockerz and say there's nothing wrong with it, but there's a lot wrong with it. So I'm gonna first go off the cuff here by saying, before you even get started mapping, you really want to have a foundation of every single thing that you do. So I have a lot here that doesn't really need much explaining, but for the newer people here, just enjoy for the ride, and for the experienced folks, you know, one day you might be feeling up to it, maybe not now. It's for us all. I got something I would like to say. So just first of all, before you even get started mapping, make sure that you set your green lines. So green lines are really important. Green lines help determine like the amount of inconsistency in your map, if you will, but it's consistent because it's mapped to the song. So I know that sounded stupid, but whatever. So as a base rule here that I found myself doing, if you're mapping standardly, like in a style that I like to call my owns, but it's more general. We have a discussion about it, but anywho, let's say you want to have 2.0, and if you're doing a gimmick for sliders, you want your slider tick rates to be just 1 if you're doing it normally, and 2 if you have a gimmick. I already have something in mind that's going to come to fruition throughout the video. So slider tick 2 and get ready. First of all, before you even get started mapping, green lines. If you I wish this was live. All right, so let me just explain what I'm doing. End cut.
Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, smoking kush by the pound. Shout out to TA, that's my motherfucking round. Fuck around, don't fuck around, you.
Okay, so let me explain what happened here. So for the chorus of the song is way less intense. You want a point slide vital velocity to reflect that, and then for the point where there's no music at all, you want a half that again. It's just a general rule of contrast, general rule of thumb I've been following, and it's been working out pretty well. I'm interested to show you guys how this one's going to come out. That's why I'm recording it. But for here, it might flow by logic that you want to have the slider velocity halved again, but all you want to do really, because he's blowing, you actually want to speed that up. So I'm actually going to put that at 1.5. Everything here has about like some amount of like regular symmetry to it. And when I wished I started off mapping, this is what I wish I had saw. So here, I got you. End cut.
Shout out to TA, that's my motherfucking round. Fuck around, don't fuck around, you fuck around, get laid down. Flexing on these niggas, I be stunting like it's nothing. All my niggas crazy, they shoot guns up like it's nothing. I came up from the bottom, I turned nothing into something. I ain't worried about no hoe because these commas steady coming, yeah. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing.
So I just realized something. Start cut. So what I want to do with the slider gimmick, so as the video, I'm going to refer to it as the gimmick. The gimmick actually requires a lot more green lines than I've ever thought imaginable. Something along the lines of something I've mapped before. You can check out my entire catalog if you have the chance. But let's start off by saying it requires so much that it's not going to be worth it to be doing it unless I'm actually mapping it, because I don't know the exact slider velocities and what I want to do with difficulty and star rating. So tentatively, as you map the song, you want to have a template out first, and then anything you're doing specifically to the map, I'm going to be doing out with green lines. And I can't wait for laser, bro. Like for laser to become like a little bit more polished, so that way I can do stuff like that on laser. get rid of stable, but stable always has a place in my heart, so I'm never going to delete it.
Flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing, flexing and finessing, I be 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 flexing and finessing, always stay.
You hear that? Dong, right there. Every time that happens, that's a green line. Since it happens throughout the song, let's map it right now. 0.5. Actually, 0.375. They sound random. Anything I sounds random, but if you ever want to, just drop a comment down below and I'll explain anything that you want. There isn't much to variety in like what hip hop has been doing in later years, but even though this is one of the most complex songs ever created, just based off of like musicality, all of that, like Speaker Knockerz was a fucking genius, bro. Please beep that out. Hold up.
Stay the same, nigga, I won't ever finessing. Always stay the same, nigga, I won't ever fold. Flexing and finessing, flexing and finessing. Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Turn up.
So now, generally, as a rule of thumb, since the song is less intense here, I want 0.75, and it saddens me because I don't see like the same amount of intensity, but it actually makes me a little bit happier because there's not the same amount of intensity. And there's also some reason to get a little bit more hyphy in the later stages of the song. So let's get it popping and cut.
Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, turn up, turn up, smoking kush by the pound. Shout out to TA, that's my motherfucking round. Fuck around, don't fuck around. Always stay the same, nigga, I won't ever fall. Flexing, flexing. Flexing, flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Smoking on this finessing. Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud.
There's no boing at the end of this, at the end of where the hook meets the chorus. If anybody knows the proper name for this term, just drop a name down, drop a comment down below, and glad for sharing knowledge. I'll help out any way I can.
Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, turn up, turn up, smoking kush by the pound. Shout out to TA, that's my motherfucking round. Fuck around, don't fuck around, you fuck around, get laid down. Flexing on these niggas, I be stunting like it's nothing. All my niggas crazy, they shoot guns up like it's nothing. I came up from the bottom, I turned nothing into something. I ain't worried about no hoe because these commas steady coming, yeah. Flexing, flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing, flexing.
Oh, so shout out Sotarks. Like, I love Sotarks and watching him map. He's a great mapper. Inventor of the 1-2. But if you do this before you even get started mapping, you'll never have to replay the same part of the song, and it makes watching mapping a lot more enjoyable. And cut, not in cut. Hopefully one day we can get together and map. That's all I want to do. And cut.
Flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing, flexing and finessing, I be 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 flexing and finessing. Always. the same. Always.
So now let's determine if this is 0.75 for this chorus or 1.
Always stay the same, nigga, I won't ever fold. All these racks on me, I swear my money known it's loud. I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, turn up, turn up, smoking kush by the pound. Always stay the same, nigga.
It's 0.75. But there's a little boing right there, so let's reflect that with that slider.
Always stay the same, nigga, I won't ever fold. All these racks on me, I swear my money never fold. Black on black Camaro, I be speeding past these hoes. Nigga run around, my niggas poppy. My nigga, I be speeding past these hoes. Nigga.
Automatic. Anybody here should know what I'm doing right now. That's 0.375 or 0.8 because that rounds up. Back to listening to the song. You shouldn't be listening to the same part of the song. I actually damaged a part of myself. Oh.
Be speeding past these hoes. Nigga run around, my niggas pop you in the throat.
Don't listen to this at 0.50% if you're that motivated. You're actually damaging yourself in your musicality. I repeat, do not listen to songs at 50% speed to map. End cut.
Nigga run around, my niggas pop you in the throat. You ain't tryna run around, my niggas pop you in the throat. You ain't around, my niggas pop you in the throat. You ain't tryna fuck my these hoes.
And sadly enough, I can't tell, but I'm gonna try to do this right now. Live map for you guys at 100% speed to see if I can actually snap into this bang, if you will.
Nigga run around, my niggas pop you in the throat. In the throat.
I found it. 0.15, just to reflect that. Bang.
You ain't tryna fuck, bitch, the door is over.
1 second. Oh, and you guys have probably been listening to this. Hold on 1 second.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Devontae.
How are you?
I'm well. How have you been doing?
Been doing good.
That's good to hear. I guess it's been a bit since we've been in contact with you. How was your weekend?
My week's been great.
That's good to hear. You said you went to a different church on Sunday, correct?
I didn't actually end up going, but I intended to. But yeah, and this Sunday, I'm actually on a mission. So I'm going to my home church, but I can definitely stop by still later on, as I have the time.
Sorry, was that this past Sunday, or do you mean this coming Sunday?
This coming Sunday, I actually have a mission I'm doing.
Okay. At a different church?
Yeah, my home church.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that you had a home church that you went to.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay. You said you might be able to swing by?
Not this Sunday, no.
Oh, not this Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. No problem. Just out of curiosity, what's the name of the church that you go to?
Encouraging Word Church / Joy Temple.
Oh, I've never heard of it. What's your favorite part about it?
Grew up there.
What was that?
Grew up there.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I grew up in there.
Oh, you grew up there. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Sounds good. Well, we'll miss you this Sunday, but we hope that you can come next Sunday. I guess, is there a time that we could buy your apartment this week?
If you could do tomorrow at like 4.
Tomorrow at 4. Let me pull up our calendar. Tomorrow at 4. Yeah, that would work for us.
Okay.
Should we a little earlier? Around
5. Yeah. That sounds great. Yes, sir. All right, end cut. So I'm back. Let's get it.
You in the throat, you ain't tryna fuck, bitch, the door is over there. All these bad bitches, man, this shit is just unfair. Fuck nigga mad, but guess what, I don't really care. Flexing and finessing, throwing money in the air, yeah. Money in the air, yeah.
Same thing. 1.0, different part of the song. The hook, chorus, if you will. And I'm actually missing stuff right here.
Fuck, bitch, the door is over there.
But since the majority of the map is already figured out, all you have to do is just, when you're mapping, make a couple of green lines and you'll be able to map a lot more smoothly. And like, your workflow is probably half of the reason why there aren't as many maps that have a lot of substance behind them. You got a lot of people just mapping with randomness, but I mean, you have people like Sotarks, isometric grids, people that really put in pain. So is that Sotarks or is that Suki Nathan? I'll get back to you on that. Founder of the isometric grid. Love you. End cut.
Bad bitches, man, this shit is just unfair. Fuck all these bad bitches, man, this shit is just unfair. Fuck nigga mad, but guess what, I don't really care. Flexing and finessing, throwing money in the air, yeah. Flexing, flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be finessing. Flexing and finessing and finessing.
This different part of the song, much more less intense. 0.5. Just that simple.
Flexing and finessing.
Flexing and finessing.
Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Yeah. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Finessing, finessing, flexing, finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing.
Interesting. The ending of this song is actually, I deem, a little bit more intense than the last hook. So let's make it 0.75. All right, so one more time, just to look at I want to look at the slider velocity, how it relates to the song. I want to see if I missed anything, and one playthrough of this song should be enough for you to garner a feeling for if the workflow of the map is complete. So that way you can actually go ahead and just map. If I miss anything like a bong or a prominent sound, something that's not related to the gimmick, you'll see me map it immediately. And then after that, we'll go straight into mapping and get to the chorus. Get to the meat and potatoes of the map. There's a gimmick here. It's really fire, and I want to share it with you guys. And cut. Let's get it.
It's the speaker knockers. DJ Genius. Flexing.
I think I already messed up. No, I didn't mess up. Keep going.
Flexing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, smoking kush by the pound. Shout out to TA, that's my motherfucking round. Fuck around, them fuck arounds, you fuck around, get laid down. Flexing on these niggas, I be stunting like it's nothing. All my niggas crazy, they shoot guns up like it's nothing. I came up from the bottom, I turned nothing into something. I ain't worried about no hoe because these commas steady coming, yeah. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Always stay the same, nigga, I won't ever fold. All these racks on me, I swear my money never fold. Black on black Camaro, I be speeding past these hoes. Nigga run around, my niggas pop you in the throat. You ain't tryna fuck, bitch, the throat. You ain't tryna fuck, bitch, the door is over there. All these bad bitches, man, this shit is just unfair. Fuck nigga mad, but guess what, I don't really care. Flexing and finessing, throwing money in the air, yeah. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing.
It's probably a do that gives it the extra slider velocity in my mind. Okay, so it's time to start mapping. So now most people would say that the synth is more prominent over the whistle, but I don't know what it is about me and this visualization and how far I've been mapping. Something tells me map the whistle over the synth noises. The do. You map this whistle over that, you probably end up with a more interesting map given what I know. But either are correct. So now you get people replaying the same part of the map over. I really can't watch it. Please forgive me. But this I could watch. So now this is just the rhythm. And it turns out to be a great workflow if you want to speed up mapping one and have something worth of value in the map, at least to me. Mapping never clicked to me until I just figured it out. So you see that pitch, you can place it lower. To me, you have to be consistent throughout the entire map to do that. Let's not do that. Let's just place the rhythm. And I want to work on one, making patterns that are the same, but different. That is like the most general advice I can give you that'll make your map be consistent. Because I've received a lot of complaints that my maps are just inconsistent, or end quote. And this is actually slow for me. If I was moving as fast as I possibly could, you wouldn't get these many of these pauses and playthroughs. Forgive my lack of musicality, but this is going to start flying by because the song is cyclic to a degree. Rest in peace, speaking Knockerz. But this is end cut. So I'm not actually able to get that reverse slider in like how I immediately imagine it, but I'm able to do something like this, and I'm still happy. End quote. Let's keep going. Fast as possible. I'm working as fast as possible here. Now, this only helps if the song is cyclic. If you're mapping something that requires a lot of red maps, I'm a red line, so I'm gonna leave that to Pishy. One day in my life, I'm gonna have to do that, but for right now, let's keep it in the streets. Ah.
It's the speaker Knockerz. It's the speaker Knockerz.
Something went wrong. I don't know why I'm going upbeat. It could just be the whistle. He was that dang musical.
It's the speaker knockers. It's the speaker knock.
So I have a conflict. Do 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 do. So not exactly what I had in mind when I started saying that, but whatever. How do I map this? This is a question left up to me, rhetorical. How do I map the whistle and the resonance, if you hear that?
It's the speaker.
You could try something like this, but since I did it only one time, I'm assuming something's wrong.
It's the speaker.
Of course, something's wrong. Making of the band.
It's the speaker knockers. It's the speaker knockers.
A lot of playthroughs given what I do, but growing pains, growing pains.
It's the speaker knockers. It's the speaker knockers. It's the speaker. It's the speaker knockers. Speaker knockers. It's the speaker knockers.
Minimal playthrough is possible. If you're motivated to learn mapping, you got pishifat and you got me. if there was ever a time to have that cacophonous 1/4 sound on a blue tick given this song, it's right now. End quote. Let's get it. So I just mapped the first 24 seconds, nothing too crazy. It's just a pattern, but let's give it one more listen through just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And let's get to the fun part of the map, the gimmick.
It's the speaker knockers. DJ Genius.
So now flexing, right now, this is the gimmick. Watch me work, watch me work. So now flexing has to be even, I want to say even 0.25 to make it prominent. And then you make it 1.0 or whatever the base slider velocity for the section is. Make it 1.0. So you got I messed up. I can fix it really easy. Give me 1 second.
Flexing.
Hold it 1 second. Doot 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 doot.
DJ Genius. Flexing.
I refer to it as cacophonous. If you go back and look at my previous speaker knockers video of where I mapped this flawed, there's a bunch of blue ticks, and if you're mapping correctly, the blue ticks where the sliders end, if you're doing it correctly, should not sound cacophonous. This is a little off the cuff, if you will.
Flexing. Flexing. Flexing.
So automatically, I'm filled with joy here. So you got flexing. I can't sing like that, but hopefully one day I can. So you got flexing, and finessing. So you see how the sliders are going fast where there's not a bass hit, right? It's pretty standard, but if you take it and make it and pattern it, this will fit this song excellently just for the chorus. And remember when I said how I'm gonna have to slow down and make a bunch of slider green ticks? Yeah, that's all that I'm doing.
A genius. Flexing.
So now, wondering, I said I didn't want to make it too obvious, but yeah, I have to. This is actually 1.5. Otherwise, it doesn't pop. Look at that. You can even go a little bit of 2E2B here, but let's not do that. Let's save that for another day. I might even come back and swing back with the Drake. Like, what did I miss? Shout out Big K. And there's no way to map what I want, like so this just fundamentally breaks the game. But since I'm mapping where I'm actually ending on a bass hit, so I can only get 2 of the bass hits mapped properly, since this one right here, the one I'm hovering over right now, is actually the end of a slider break given flexing and finessing as a gimmick. So let us continue. Here's where I'm gonna have to slow down mapping a lot, and you're gonna see me pause a lot. But this is a lot better than listening to somebody play the same part of the song over and over again. If you want to see me map some anime, one day I have you. But right now, let me express some of the goodness I just heard.
flexing, flexing and finessing.
Only do that sparingly. You're harming yourself. This is a little off the cuff as well, but I like how the red immediately it caught my ear at the beginning, and since it's growing on me, like the red tick, ending just the red tick. So there isn't going to be many circles throughout the hook. It's literally just a slider gimmick map. You can map it in regular anime style, but right now it's coming out flawlessly, and I'm so pleased. One more listen through just to get a feel for it, and then let's continue.
That's the speaker Knockerz. DJ Genius. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing.
So I'll probably make a major cut right here in the video. Probably won't. Probably just upload the whole thing. Maybe will. Don't know. But now it's just pretty much just rinse and repeat. Flexing.
Flexing and finessing. Flexing.
Right now, you can even get a little bit more off the cuff and just simply overlay this. Put that right there. Put the appropriate slider velocity, and as a little special extra bonus, put in the volume at like 25% to reflect the echo, and you got yourself a banging pattern. Forgot to make the volume 25%. Let's pause and let's replay right here. Just get a feel for it.
Flexing, I be flexing.
Once again, there's no way to do what I want to do given how Asus has developed already. But let's do this. Let's take this right here, right there, scale it by 75% because all I need is the blue tick. And I can continue with the gimmick of the map as planned. One last time, you got to do that, and you got to scale by selection center because there you go.
Finessing, flexing, 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 flexing. I be flexing, flexing and flexing, 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 flexing. Flexing, flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing, flexing, 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 flexing.
Remember how I said blue tick sound cacophonous? This actually doesn't work. So now I actually have to make this a red tick. I actually don't like right there, so I'm gonna make these circles. And you actually get a little bit of a treat here. If you make the first one a circle and you make that one here, it's the effect of it having a slider being placed on a 1-1 slider being placed on this stick, but you also get to map the Ow! That touched my soul right there. For any savvy Osu player, any 5-digit or higher, you should probably see what I'm doing right now. Might see why they actually listen to it all the time. You're going to come into an issue about readability too, because you don't know. But as I polish it and play it over and over again, this should be one of the best maps I've ever actually created. I really like the slider. So this isn't going to be a hard-ish map. This should be about 4 stars total. But it's probably the hardest I can make it right now. It's about as tough as I can make it right now. This is more than hard. This is tough. All you got to do right here is put in a bunch of circles and then batter them. And just like that, the first go back in and put it, but it's roughly all here. Nothing but circles. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Probably put in a 1-1 slider right there, flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. I could probably make this even harder, to be completely honest. I forgot about something. So now, do you guys want to see me finish the rest of the map, or do you want me to create it? This is left up to me. This has already been an hour, and it feels like it's been a couple minutes, bro. I don't even know what I want to do. Like, what do I do with it? Huh? Testing, testing. There's nothing I can do given Osu right here. So right now, I'd like to leave the rest up to imagination until the next episode. In fact, let me actually edit this to what I like to call perfection, and I'll put the rest of the video, and you'll see the rest of it when you go check out the map on Osu yourself. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Actually, end cut. I have to start making this perfect. I'd play it. Intent is 4 stars. Let's see what the jump section, what it comes out to, and leave a comment down below. Would you play this on Osu when I finish it? So let's just NC every time there's a new break. You can go old school and even some. You know what? I haven't done that before. I've never actually just taken something and flipped it. Nah, shout out speaker knockers. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's always a little bit of extra sauce about something that's not the same, and it shows. This is a game about pattern and flow first and foremost. I'm patterning it because I have something in mind for flow. It's just standard flow. I want regular anime-ish flow, and it's starting to come together really nicely. As in, I'm really not even thinking about what I'm doing. I'm not really explaining a lot much here. There's not much to explain. And again, there's not really a lot much to say. Rather, if you're interested in the process of mapping, you can take this as a template and then later extrapolate on this when I give my final thoughts. You're free to skip ahead to the end of the video where I give you the final playthrough. And I'll give us a summary at the end just to warm things up.
Flexing, J. It's the speaker Knockerz. DJ Genius. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, 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 flexing and finessing. Flexing, 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 flexing. It's the speaker knockers. DJ Genius. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and flexing, flexing. Flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. And I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing.
I'm doing this based off of patterning alone. A little bit off the cuff. Nine 11.
I be flexing and finessing, yeah. Flexing and finessing, I be flexing and finessing, yeah. I be flexing and finessing.
1 second, just a quick playthrough, and then I want to see what I want to do with the rest of it.
It's the speaker Knockerz. DJ Genius. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. Flexing, I be flexing and finessing. Flexing. I be flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Yeah, flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Smoking on it, flexing and finessing. Smoking on it, finessing. Smoking on this loud, I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, smoking could.
Okay, so I'm finally done with it, and I'm content. Not ecstatic, but the basis of the map is here, and I want you guys to be the judge of how the gaming episode 2 of the Osu Gaming Bible turned out. Mapping in a nutshell. Thank you for your time. Let me get one more playthrough flawlessly, and then end quote.
It's the speaker Knockerz. DJ Genius. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing, flexing. I be flexing, flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. I be flexing and finessing. Smoking on this loud. I be higher than a cloud. Turn up, turn up, turn up. Smoking kush by the pound. Shout out to TA. That's my motherfucking round. Fuck around, them fuck arounds. You fuck around, get laid down. Flexing on these niggas. I be